Hello, Raiders. Welcome to another edition of our Scholar Spotlight. I am Mr. Fifield, and I am here with...
Aarthi Ravikumar. I'm an 11th grader at North Farmington High School.
All right, Aarthi, welcome to the Scholar Spotlight. I'm just going to ask you a few things about your time here at North Farmington, and we can go in as depth or not in depth as you would like, all right?
Okay, great.
All right, so first thing, what is your most fond memory here of your time at North Farmington?
I think my most fond memory is probably going to competitions and stuff for North. I'm in DECA and BPA. Going to those state competitions have definitely been some of the most impactful.
All right, so
going to school.
For those of us who are newbies to this world, what is DECA and the other organization you're in?
So
Please explain them a little bit.
DECA and BPA, they're very similar organizations. They're both business competitions of a sort.
Okay.
DECA used to be an acronym. It's no longer an acronym. But it has things like finance, marketing, and other sorts of events that prepare you for the business field. BPA, that one is actually an acronym, and it kept it. Business Professionals of America.
Okay.
It's a more America-focused version of DECA. It's a bit smaller, more chill, but still very cool.
Okay, perfect. So if you're interested in any kind of business or financial aspects of school, probably be something people want to join.
Yeah.
All right. What was the hardest thing in terms of transitioning from middle school to high school? What was the hardest transition for you to make from middle school to high school?
I think one of the hardest ones is just having more teachers. In middle school and elementary school, you'd only have 2 or 3 teachers. High school was a big transition of having 6 teachers for all your classes. I think it was really trying to get to know them and get them to understand me and help me out during my classes.
Okay, perfect. We already talked about this a little bit, but are there any other clubs or activities you participate in besides DECA or BPA?
I don't think there's that many. I used to do soccer. I might join again next year, but this year I didn't have the time for it.
Okay.
I'm also on NHS. I'm on board as well as just a normal member.
All right.
And I'm also on Student Senate right now.
All right, so explain again to our listeners out there that might not know what's going on. What is NHS?
NHS is National Honor Society. It's a club where students can participate in service events and just lead their communities.
All right, perfect. If I was an incoming student here to North Farmington, what advice would you give me as a new student, either as a freshman or maybe even somebody that, let's say they came in as an 11th grader, like the grade that you're in now? What advice would you give somebody coming to North?
For freshmen especially, I would say to definitely push yourself first year. I didn't do that really. I was really in my bubble, took a bunch of kind of easier classes and stuff. I would say definitely push yourself first year. It's your first year. You're going to make mistakes anyway, so you might as well get it out of the way to begin with.
Yeah. And we've actually been looking as administrators at some of the classes that people take, and we're trying to, I think, get kids to kind of get themselves out there a little bit more, take some harder level classes so that they can kind of push themselves into areas that they haven't before. So I'm glad to hear you give that as some advice. Next year is your senior year, right?
Yes, it's my senior year.
What are you looking forward to as a 12th grader here at North Farmington?
I'm very excited to leave early, to be honest. School is very long.
So if anybody doesn't know what Aarthi's talking about, and the seniors here will also know what we're saying, you, as a senior in school, you get out a little bit early. So the seniors' last day for this year is on Friday.
Yes.
So they get out a little bit earlier than the other kids. So
very excited for that.
I will say that would probably be a very exciting thing for me as well. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And that is this week's Raider Scholar Spotlight. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.